Rohan, just your first thoughts on what you've been able to achieve. Last night, everyone was listening to you, and you said that you're not at age 43, but at level 43. So, I mean, just wanting to know, how does level 43 feel?
First of all, thank you so much, Karishma. Level 43 feels like the number one player in the world. It's it's a dream come true. It's when I was on the court talking about it, there's so many thoughts which are going through your mind. It feels like the mind is about to explode. The years and years of sacrifices, the hard work, whatever each and every athlete goes through. It just feels like so much of weight. Everything is just taken off his shoulders, and I think automatically that was one of the reasons you feel free. And I was lying down on the ground when that match point finished. It's an incredible magical feeling, and really really proud to have achieved this Grand Slam men's doubles title.
How would you sum up? Is this your best week in your playing career or even in your 43-year-old life? Because remember, Padma Shri, number one ranking that you'll get on Monday, Australian Open title. Can life get any better for you?
Well, who knows what's in store in the future, Siddharth? But yeah, it's this definitely is the best time of my life. I mean, started off with that 500th win, then as you mentioned, the Padma Shri Award. I mean, to be recognized, in the country as being the fourth highest civilian award, and now going to be ranked number one, and then to topping it all off to winning a Grand Slam men's double title. It's been incredible of a week. I mean, not very often that, or never in my career, I would say that during a tournament I was overwhelmed with so many wonderful support and messages. And of course, after yesterday, it has been magical. So much of love, so much of encouragement, support from each and everyone, including the Prime Minister himself. So it is truly amazing, such a great feeling, and I'm really looking forward on coming back home and celebrating with each and everyone back home as well.
After the near misses that came last year at the US Open, Madrid, Shanghai, Paris, does this feel extra special? And was that at any point in the back of your mind going into the final as well?
I'm not even thinking about that, Anush. That's all long gone. There's nothing can be done. I'm just living the moment, and that's the way. I've always enjoyed my tennis. Just be present of what you're doing, and those matches have just grown me as a player. And today, I think those experiences have what has shaped me and my career, to where I am today.
Just wanted to ask you about Matt and your pairing. How do you sort of look at it just from a tennis perspective? You guys have obviously grown from strength to strength after that sort of slow start. So, what do you think works for you as a pair on the court compared to your previous partners, so to speak?
I think our biggest strength is being calm together as a team. No matter what the situation is, I don't think it has any time really phased us or really put us in a spot of bother. Even if you just look at this tournament, starting off, we were love 5 down in that first set. I don't think there was once in doubt that, this match is slipping away from us, whether it is a love 40 game, set points down, match points down. In Wimbledon, we were first round match points down, third round match points down. So I think we really understood what our strengths are, and we've trusted each other as partners. And I think just being consistent week in, week out, I think it's a partner who, after playing with so many people across for so many years, this has been the most consistent partner in terms of doing well in major events and big events.
My question is, so you were already a Grand Slam champion. You had won the mixed doubles in 2017. But men's doubles is something you play throughout the year. There are ranking points, there's entry lists and stuff, everything like that. So getting this title and also having given that you had reached two finals, one was like 14 years ago, does this feel extra special and extra sweet because you worked so hard for it all through your life?
I mean, 2000%, this feels extra special. I mean, because when I was playing with Esamullah Qureshi and we decided to focus on doubles and make it a career, men's doubles was the target, without a doubt. Of course, along came the way in 2017 with Dabrowski when I won the mixed doubles, but this was always a dream to win a men's doubles title. So without a doubt, it is the best moment of my tennis journey.
I think you are one of those players who have not got your due. I mean, because in 2002 you played set a long inning against Martin Burkirk, and from there on, I mean, lots of stuff. I mean, you could become a better brand ambassador for yoga than Baba Ramdev. I mean, I read about something like this. I mean, does this title make you feel a complete tennis player?
I mean, 200%. It was a personal goal to win a men's doubles Grand Slam title, and yesterday to have achieved that, it's an incredible feeling. Very, very proud. I mean, with all those years and years of sacrifices, and speaking of, when I started doing yoga, initially when I first got to know that my cartilages on my knees were fully worn out, and I did the PRP injection. With that PRP injection, what I really needed is to strengthen it along the way. Of course, sometimes it's, everyone say you just do the injection and it should all work out. But the biggest thing what actually helped me is after doing those PRP injections is to start strengthening. And that's when yoga came into the picture. And Iyengar yoga really helped me strengthen those legs in a much better, bigger way. And, today I'm able to play at such a high level only because, all those things came together and, really made a difference.
In an earlier question, you mentioned about the kind of overwhelming feelings that you experienced through this week. And actually, this Australian Open started with Sumit winning that match against Bublik. And then this was the first time you reached the second week in Australian Open. And then you had the quarterfinal, semi-final, world number one. You didn't get to, you got to 3, you didn't get to 2, you directly got to 1, and now you have the title. So through this week, how did you manage those emotions? Like at every point when you feel like you're hitting a new high, sometimes it can also tire athletes out. So how did you keep those emotions out and concentrated on the on-court play?
I think, that's a great question there, Sudarshan. I think what really helped is to enjoy every single day, or no matter what the situation was. First, obviously, when Sumit, I was watching him play against Bublik, it was an incredible, proud moment, for Indian tennis. And, even when my matches started, winning that first match, enjoying the day, and then making sure it doesn't go overnight and into late into the night, and not being able to sleep and recover. So the biggest thing what I was able to manage is to no matter what happened, what came, how many ever people were calling, messaging, everything, I did it in the time when I could answer it, or try and do as much as possible, but made sure that I did proper recovery, proper sleep. I got all that, and knew what the goal ahead was and what was needed to do. And the first and foremost was to getting past the third round, which I'd never really been. And then after that, everything started getting better because I was much more of an ease, and really playing good tennis. And I knew the way Matt and me were playing in Adelaide last week, if we continued the form, we had genuinely a fantastic start to win the title. And that came true yesterday. And I don't think that would have happened unless I had a partner like Matt who was also calm and understood being there at the big stage and to bring the best tennis when really needed.
So we know that this is a Olympics year. Do we see you participating in both men's doubles and mixed doubles? And who would be your preferred partners? And how would the French Open in May, June give you a better clarity on the event?
Beyond definitely, it's going to be great that we have a representation in the men's doubles. I mean, who I'm going to play with is yet to be confirmed, yet to be decided. I think June is the deadline, so I need to pick a partner. Mixed doubles will not happen because there is no girl who's ranked high enough for us to qualify. So the only event currently guaranteed to be qualified is the men's doubles. So the French Open really won't, make any difference in terms of preparing for Olympics, because I will be playing with Matt Ebden at French Open, and I won't be playing with an Indian partner. So after that, whoever I play with, I just need to try and hope that we can get at least one or two tournaments in, which is tough. It's currently the guys ranked around 60, 70. It's tough to get into a 500 or 1,000. So hoping that they improve their ranking, and so we can get into maybe one or two events, just before Olympics. But having said that, just need to figure out who I'm going to be playing with.
You've spoken a lot about how you mentally prepared, and you've been very emotionally aware, managing your physical and mental and emotional balance. I wanted to check, what do you tell yourself? There have been a lot of final losses, even with Matt in the last year. So in a way, it's also you're reaching finals consistently, but there have been a couple of close calls too. How do you, manage that and to finally sort of cross the hurdle in a men's doubles Grand Slam? How has that entire emotional journey been for you?
I think it is actually being proud of the fact that we are competing to titles week in, week out. I think that is where, an athlete as you are, you look at it, you don't really look at it that you have lost so many finals. I think it's about how consistently you are being through the year. I think the ranking today speaks for itself because of the fact that we have been so consistent, over the years. Sometimes there have been tournaments, years where I've gone and won tournaments, maybe 2 or 3 titles, but never really been this consistent. So, looking at that aspect, I would take, 10 finals and not winning a title, and then just winning one-off title like a Grand Slam like this, then, winning 1 or 2 titles and not really competing or being consistent in other tournaments. So I think it was never in doubt of what the journey was, how it was. Yes, of course, everybody wants to win titles and, constantly be doing that. But it is something you need to understand. There is a lot of process which goes through it, and just being consistent and doing well in, week out with these tournaments are extremely important. And I think that is what has, taken us through this hurdle even yesterday.
So, I just wanted to know about your future plans for you this week.
My future plans is, first thing first, I'm coming back home on in a couple of days, and I'm back in Bangalore, going to be there for a few days. The next tournament is going to be Dubai, Indian Wells, and Miami. So I have some time, at home. This is the moment to really enjoy and, with the family, friends, and everyone back home. This is a monumental moment for me, which I've always been dreaming and wanting to, get to. So I'm extremely happy that, I've achieved this, and looking forward to, celebrating and enjoying it with everyone back home.
Rohan, I just wanted to sort of take you back to the start of the partnership when you and Matt decided to sort of, team up together. Matt and you have spoken about how both of you were fully in and you were fully committed to this partnership, speaking about it. So back then, what made you sort of optimistic about this new partnership, and did you believe that you guys could sort of do the things that you have eventually been able to do over the last year?
I think, Rutik, one of the factors there was I was getting to, play with a Grand Slam champion. It was a big opportunity in terms of, because I had done pretty well that year. I got to about 20 in the world, and I was slowly getting back in the ranking. So here was an opportunity to play with somebody who had won a Grand Slam and slowly getting a full-time focus into doubles. And that's when I really told myself, okay, it's time to really figure out what I need from apart from all the things I'd done to get stronger in terms of, whether it was taking the PRP for my knees, then doing the yoga to strengthening and everything. I needed something which I, on the road, also consistently followed that strengthening and for doing that. So hence, I hired a physio. At that point of time, I found a physio, Rebecca from Belgium, and when she came on board, I specifically told her how my conditions were and what I really needed to work on and strengthen in order to, be fit for the big events and major events. And I think that made a new sacrifice in me in order to bringing that commitment. And I told my coach Scott also that, here's a good opportunity. So let's try and work together to really improve this and get this better. And I think that was one of the reasons that I started telling myself that I need to improve on my end first before improving that partnership. And I think Matt also decided, what he can bring in and how our strengths can combine and, make it really tough for everyone out there.
Rohan, I just wanted to ask, what did celebrations look like yesterday night for you, and how will they be when you return to Bangalore?
Celebrations were right here at the Australian Open venue. We were all here at the course. It was so late, so we just enjoyed celebrating, all of us, both the teams, families, friends, everyone, at the course itself, having some dinner, couple of bottles of lovely champagne, so celebrating the success, and everyone just being there together, I think was amazing. This morning, after I barely slept, probably 2.5 hours, even my daughter was so high in adrenaline. By the time she went to sleep, it was 4 a.m. I think I slept around 5:30, and then we had planned a team breakfast to, because everybody's slowly going to be traveling to different places. So we said, let's get together and have a breakfast. So, it was lovely to, spend that time, enjoy, cherish all this week, how it has been. And when I come back to India, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to celebrate. I mean, and why not? I mean, this is the moment to really enjoy it. This is what, I've always worked so hard for, to, get to this position, to be number one in the world, to win a Grand Slam title. And everything has, fallen into place this week. I've got the Padma Shri Award. So, lots to celebrate, and looking forward to, spending a lot of wonderful things back home in India.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.